All along, MHM has been clouded with a lot of secrecy. People don't want to talk about it in public. There's a lot of taboos associated with it, where people tend to say that when a woman is on her menstruation, she's not supposed to attend her kitchen garden, she's not supposed to attend some of her domestic chores. But actually, if we look at this, those are some of the things that we are here today. We are funded by USAID through a project called WKSP, that is Western Kenya Sanitation Program, to talk about the three-pronged approach, whereby we are talking about demystifying the myths, that is breaking the silence, telling people the myths and the taboos that we have always been talking about but are not real. Number two, as we speak as a county and as a country, remember 65% of our women in reproductive age have no access to sanitary pads or MHM products. So these are some of the things that we are trying to look at. How best can we ensure that a woman in reproductive health or a girl in a reproductive age, right in the village level, huko chini mashinani, is able to access the product and menstruate in a dignified manner. And after menstruation, how are we going to manage the what? The waste. Remember, currently as we speak, there are several challenges with people who live in story buildings and people who live along the streams because of the waste as a result of menstrual products. So we are partnering, we've decided to bring all stakeholders together, both enterprises, the community members, the public health guys, so that we bring this thing together and chart a way forward. How best are we going to do it? And that is why we are here, ensuring that we link the community together with the market, with the enterprises, so that they're able to access this product at their doorstep. It is very shameful that in some places in this county, over 5 kilometers, a woman can travel to get just an MHM product, over 5 kilometers. Some even go as far as 10 kilometers. And it is also shameful, again, at this particular time when our country is a middle class economy, when our ladies can still manage their menses or menstruation using old rags, old clothes. It is very shameful. This is what we want to do, and we are bringing all stakeholders together to ensure that we support our mothers, our sisters, and our girls so that they menstruate in a dignified manner. Lastly, after menstruating, we collect the waste, and the waste are disposed in a dignified way so that we don't continue polluting our what? Already tired environment. And that is why we are partnering with people like Genesis, people like ARI, and other stakeholders so that we are able to incinerate the MHM products to avoid the clogging of the water pipes.
The reason we are promoting reusable sanitary towels are in two forms. One, we want to look at the cost effectiveness of the reusable sanitary towels. If you look at the disposables, whereas on the first site you look at them at maybe 50 bob, but reusables could be maybe 400 per pack. If you look at that in terms of longevity, they take almost 2 years in use. So spending 400 for 2 years vis-a-vis spending 60 or 70 bob per month. So if you look at the economic sense, then the reusable sanitary pads are bringing that on board. Secondly, we talk about environmental conservation issues. The materials that we use in making reusable sanitary pads are biodegradable in nature. And this means that we are really concerned about environmental conservation. And again, the delayed disposable period, whereby you can use a pack of reusable sanitary pads for a period of 2 years, then it means you dispose after 2 years, as opposed to disposing per month. So these are the two entry points that we want to really focus on to achieve. And then again, we want to focus also on the rural folks who don't really access these pads easily, and therefore this provides a solution for them. If not well washed, or if put on when wet, it can bring fungal infection It can bring irritation within the vaginal sections. So that's why we really insist on hygiene instructions, and it must be dry. And again, we have also made sure that the materials used here are so much user-friendly. This is what we call fleeces, very user-friendly and soft. Then in between this and this, there's terry. Terry is 100% cotton, more of a towel that you normally use, is absorbent. Then this is pool. Pool is waterproof. Nothing passes through this. All these three materials are very user-friendly and does not irritate. So these are the measures we've taken to make sure that the health issues and hygiene issues are observed.
We found out, especially with the vulnerable communities, it's very hard for them to afford to buy a pack, even if it's 50 shillings of this pad. And yet maybe a girl is doing an exam. So that's how we came about with products which will break this pack. And a girl doing exams can dispense probably one sanitary pad at 10 shillings, and she'll be able to go and do her exam. A lady maybe doing casual jobs in the village is able to get a sanitary pad from a washroom, probably in the market, or even during emergencies, because women get emergencies. Like here, we can get emergencies. Like from where we are right now, if this dispenser was somewhere and I have an emergency, I'll just need to go there, dispense, and no one would know whether I had such an emergency. So this one gives access. So as what we take care of is affordability, access, and safe disposal of that product which has been used, and by use of the menstrual incinerators. Our menstrual incinerators, as you can see, they are small in size. Actually, this is the one in the middle. We have one which is smaller than this, and they are wall mountable in washrooms. So after a lady uses her sanitary pad, all she'll need to do is just dispose her sanitary pad here and go her way. Then when this machine is full, the one who is doing the disposing of it, the one who is doing the incineration, will only press one button here and it is able to incinerate, reducing a sanitary pad to only 1 gram of sterile ash. That is how efficient it is. And we are dealing with the product disposal at source where it is being produced, which means we'll not have things like blockages of sewers. We are not going to have issues like those sanitary pads ending up in our water bodies or even in the environment. So that is basically what we are doing.